My hair was radical at the time, pink and blue clashing against platinum blonde. My voice was a special gift, something only Zappa noticed at first. Terry would say, Dale is a rule breaker, and he was correct, musically and otherwise. I took more chances than a trained or schooled musician. That lack of training left me fearless. I was not afraid of making musical mistakes. My signature high-pitched note, the sound many call a squeak, is actually a high C that I hit breathing backwards. I can do it naturally. That sound is my calling card, and one of the things Frank Zappa said would make me a household word. It was the same squeak that Terry Bozzio wanted to erase from the original recording. Warren fought for me and said, "Leave it in. I like it." Frank gave me some great advice when we were making the album. He said, "When you go in the studio and sing those songs, you better be able to go outside and sing them. Don't make up anything in there you can't do outside. Because if you do, you'll be a stupid person. You'll embarrass yourself and you won't make it." Videos were quickly becoming the way a band got known in the 80s. You had to be seen to be heard. Such was the MTV world Missing Persons was in. We had yet to sign to a label and didn't have the money needed to make a video. I heard there was a TV show, I think it was on ABC, holding an open call for bands. The producers told me over the phone that if they picked us, the performance might be aired on the show. But if they picked us to perform, it may not end up on the show, but we would be given the footage to use for promotional materials. Either way, great. I told Terry and Warren to come on. We were going to head down to the studio and wait in line with the other bands hoping to get on this TV show, and we'd get this free video. Terry said, "We don't need a video. What are you doing?" I convinced them and stood in line with all these other bands. They looked crazy and wild with cool clothes, afros, spiked up hair. We were waiting in line and Terry said, "No way we're going to get on this TV show." I just kept putting on more makeup, on me, on Terry. We got to the end of the day and the producers said, "Okay, just one more band. Okay, you guys." And they picked us. It was now 2 o'clock in the morning. We went on stage then and there, and we set up and we played everything live, no overdubs, and we didn't get on the show. The next week, they gave us the bad news that we wouldn't be on the show, but they gave us the film that became the official video of Words. People saw the video and it became a hit. We were a perfect fit for MTV. The band was very isolated. We rented a rehearsal space from this lady, and we rehearsed every day. Our goal was to become perfect. We spent 7 days a week there going over and over our songs. Perfection was the only goal. We never wanted to play with another band that had a girl singer. Later, when we picked our opening bands, we would never allow it. We wanted to be unique and different. We didn't want to be compared to the bands that came before or after us. We were not the Flying Lizards, Blondie, or Berlin. All good bands, but because we came from Zappa's world, we made sure our musicianship was beyond everyone else. Capitol gave us an album deal. The title of our first album, Spring Session M, was an anagram of the band name. We designed the record from first song to the end to tell a story. The funny thing is, the songs that got to be the hits were not the songs we thought would be the hits. Never. Even now, I think that song was a hit. Walking in LA was a ditty. Terry came up with it while he and Warren were waiting for me outside our apartment building. They were waiting for me to come out so we could go to rehearsal. I was taking a long time inside getting ready. When I came out, Terry said, "I'm going to write a song called Walking in LA. Nobody walks in LA. We've been outside waiting for you for an hour, and nobody even walked by." Then Terry wrote the song. It was just a simple little tune. We never even made a video for that song. It wasn't even a hit for us at the time. Today, everywhere I go in this town, people sing Walking in LA to me. Chuck Wilde and Patrick O'Hearn were hired to fill out the full lineup of missing persons. Although we didn't run the streets together like Terry Warren and me, I still had high respect for both of their geniuses and playing abilities. We were very serious about the parts we played. We were a very professional band striving for perfection. They were deep-rooted, heartfelt friends. I was the glue between us all. I considered the band my responsibility. Everything about missing persons came down to me, and I wanted it that way. I wanted the responsibility. I had the courage. People would come to me with the deals and offers, and I would make the deal and then take it to Warren and Terry. I expected things to happen in my fantasy world. We were the avant-garde new wave band of the now.